Just
slightly.
like, just so you're uncomfortable.
Yeah.
That's a lot of leg.
Do you have the word skanky in America?
We do have that word.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't have
What
used
made
it
you
then.
think about your mom? Why did she just pop in your mind?
She didn't wear a skirt all
She
the
didn't
time,
wear a
so length
skirt?
wasn't really an issue.
Oh, okay.
No, but come on. That's the character of the movie. I'm not trying to offend you. It's how
Whatever
it rolls.
you're trying to do, you are. That's a rude question.
Well, I'm not leaving till we get the car crash moment. I mean, that's what we would love.
Well, then you're going to have to get it from your wife when you go home.
Yeah, they don't pay people good.
Hi, can I give you this plate?
Who made this?
She did. She did.
This is so nice. Thank you. Can I have it?
Yes.
Yo, Lou. I love the plate. Thank you. That was sweet of you. And it's microwavable. It's microwavable. I might just give it to my mom.
Can I be your friend?
Of course you could be my friend, sweetie.
Thank you. I won a contest. I won the MTV Ultimate Rockstar Dream Vacation Contest, and I get to interview bands here.
Oh, that's what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay, lucky you.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure meeting you too, babe. And you definitely have a weird vibe to you, so swag. ASAP. I'm out this.
Much more.
Cara Delevingne is in the movie. She joins us live from New York City to talk about Paper Towns. Cara, good morning.
Hey.
Hi, how you doing?
We're doing all right. Nice to have you here. So the movie is based on a best-selling book by John Green. You play Margot, the star character there. Did you get a chance? The book is taught, I know, in a lot of high schools and such. Did you get a chance to read it, or do you even have time to sit and read? These days you're so busy.
No, I never read the book or the script, actually. I kind of winged it.
Yeah.
No, of course, I love the book.
Nice
I think
try.
the book's amazing. John Green is an incredible author. So really, if you haven't read his books, you should. They're really, don't miss them.
You know, I'm wondering, looking at, as Marianne was talking about how busy you are, and we're looking at your IMDb and all the projects, it's like you are doing one thing after the next after the next. Do you find that it's easier for you to focus because you're so busy? If you had downtime, maybe it wouldn't be so easy for you? What do you think?
No, I don't know where that comes from. No, I think it's not easier to focus. I mean, I love what I do. It's not crazy. You know, I mean, it's my passion, all of these things. You know, I've wanted to do this since I was young, so it's not too hard.
Not too hard? All right.
Yeah. What do you like about Margot?
I'm living my dream.
Specifically. Do you have anything in common with her?
No, I actually hate her. Yeah, I mean, of course, we have a lot in common. You know, we connected because I think a lot of the script, I'd read some of the lines and I'd said them before, and weird coincidences like that. But again, you know, I watched the film, and if it was me, if I was actually Margot, the whole movie would be different. So, you know,
really?
we're different as well.
Hey, I want to jump in here. First of all, I love the movie. I love the author. I know I'm out of the demo, but I still really dig this movie. This is the teenager I always wanted to be because they're eloquent. They speak like middle-aged screenwriters rather than the awkward, dopey adolescent that I was. So I love it. Now, with that said, I saw you in London talking a couple weeks ago on TV, and you seemed a lot more excited about it than you do right now. Are you just exhausted?
Oh, no. I mean, I'm still very excited. You know, the premiere was last night. It was an emotional night. It felt like the end of an era, but I'm not any less excited than I was a couple of weeks ago.
Oh,
Maybe I had a bit more energy. It's the morning.
You do seem a bit irritated. Perhaps it's just us.
Yeah, I think it's just you.
I think it probably is us.
Yeah.
Well, then on that note...
We figured as much. We figured as much.
We'll let you go then. How about that?
All
We'll
right.
let you go take a little nap, maybe get a Red Bull. How about that?
Cara Delevingne, thank you so much for your time. Paper Towns coming out too. She's also in that Taylor Swift video, Bad Blood. Everybody probably recognizes her from that as well.
Yes, rush out and see it, won't you?
It's a good movie. That's so funny. Let's tune in and see what you... Oh, they went to bar.
Stuff stresses me out. I would get a stomach ulcer again.
You've had one already?
Yes, of course.
From what?
It was when I was like grade 10. A girl broke up with me, and
does she know that she gave you an ulcer?
I don't know. Probably, I think so. Yeah. And then I was in a play, and it was like tons of lines, and I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't deal with stress well, apparently.
Yeah, I could tell. Yeah, stage acting is really stressful too.
Oh yeah, it is. It is for sure. Do you think magic works to pick up girls.
Yeah, I mean, magic is like a very alluring thing by nature, but you know, it has this other part of it, which is that it's like deceptive.
I know, I always think like, oh, I'm gonna outsmart it this time.
Yeah, exactly.
Every time I think, I'll probably get it this time. No, I'll never get it.
So maybe you should think, I probably won't know it this time, and then you'll figure it out.
Yeah, and then I won't get a stomach ulcer.
Yeah.
Card tricks. Women may think that you're good with your hands, and that you're a smart, intelligent guy. Do you think that's true, or?
Why are you so focused on, like, women?
I don't know, it depends on the day. I guess today it's just woke up a little extra randy.
I mean, yeah, because magic can be done for all genders.
That's true, that's true. But I wonder sometimes, like, when you take a rabbit out of a hat, what does that say to people about you? Do you know what I mean? Maybe someone would think you're kinky because of that.
I don't know if it'd have so much that effect as just, like, impressive, because the hat, you show it to the people first, and you see it's empty, and then you take the rabbit out.
Yeah.
I think it's just shocking in general.
I gotcha. Or a wand, they might think you're compensating.
Once again, I think there's a lot of other things going on.
Yeah.
If that's how you want to filter it, you know, that's okay.
What was it about this movie that made you want to do it?
I guess the main thing for me doing this movie was, like, getting to play such an interesting character. Like, I do theater in New York. You know, I have all sorts of, like, nerves doing theater, like you were saying you had on stage, and this character gave me an opportunity to play, like, the most confident stage performer. And it's weird, and maybe you could find this in your life, because you're saying you have a lot of anxiety performing. Like, if you force yourself to feel confident in some way, I think it actually works. This is like an old mantra, right? If you fake something until you make something.
Fakely make it.
Yeah. It rhymes too, so it's easy to remember.
I'll get it tattooed.
Did you get a lot of reaction to that Super Bowl commercial?
What Super Bowl commercial?
Oh.
I'm not Lawrence Fishburne.
You're exactly
we may be all black and famous.
You
but
are
we all don't look
guilty.
alike.
I don't want people thinking that my wife is abusing
Why don't
me.
you want to answer the question about whether you abused
Because
your
you
wife
can go
and
yourself.
everything else? Pardon me?
You can go yourself.
Really?
And quit asking
Is that
me.
the way you talk to your wife?
I think it.
American Beauty? What's funny about that?
You were in that.
No, it wasn't.
That's not you?
No.
Really?
Swear to God.
Am I just very confused?
I think you are.
A drinking problem, what's been called the anti-Semitic rant.
That's almost 4 years ago, dude. I mean, let's move on, dude.
Thanks a lot for joining us, Mel. Take care.
Bye-bye, asshole.
You're not aware of this? You think I got canceled? Are you under the impression that I got canceled?
Have I hurt you, Jerry?
I went off the air. I was the #1 show on television, Larry.
Do
you know who I am?
Do you know the comedian Carrot Top?
Yes. Horrible.
You were like the Carrot Top of interviewers.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah. No, and it's a good thing. It's
I'm
a
gonna
good
go
thing.
cry now.
No, don't cry now. Cry after the interview's over.
Yeah. Really? Would you explain why it's not a hobby?
Explain why it's not a hobby. Are you reacting to the fact that I said
Yeah, I am, since you're instructed not to talk about shit like that.
All you have done is negative. And you do this, and you're mean, and you're that. You are not the one to interview a person who does humor. Sorry.
Are we serious?
Jesus fucking Christ, with these guys. Every time I do an interview, a guy wants to open his fucking mouth. You know what? Go fuck yourself. You know what?
All right.
Fuck the whole fucking network.
Something happened to you.
I'm in love. What was the question again?
We're talking about War of the Worlds.
Taking drugs and drinking and all of that. And I just wondered whether you think you're free of all of that? Still something
I'm sorry,
you...
I really don't. What are we doing? Bye.
Doing tricks as well. Card tricks. Excellent. Is it a trick to talk? The eye in the hand. What does that mean? Protection from death.
You've had some amazing co-stars. Who stands out, do you think, when you look back as some of the great talents?
I don't look back. For what?
Because I want to show all of this.
So you got an agenda here.
You did an interview in which you said, it's not the worst thing to slap a woman now and then. As I remember, you said you don't do it with a clenched fist. It's better to do it with an open hand.
I haven't changed my opinion.
You haven't.
Not at all.
What can you tell us about your days with the Unabomber? And Joaquin, I'm sorry you couldn't be here tonight.
But you haven't said why you think there's no relationship.
It's none of your damn business what I think about that.
You haven't.
It's not my job to flesh it out.
It's my job to try and ask you to.
And I'm shutting your butt down.
Do you have the word skanky in America? That's
We
kind of,
do have that word.
Come on, that's the character of the movie. I'm not trying to offend you. It's how
Whatever
it rolls.
you're trying to do, you are. That's a rude question.
You try to make me sound a lot weird. Do you want to arm wrestle? No, I can kick.
Okay, I'm going to go check on the top 10.
No, I'm sorry.
Ritalin. Maybe electric shock.
Too many kids on Ritalin, Matt.
I'm just saying, but aren't there examples where it works?
Matt, you don't even, you're glib. You don't even know what Ritalin is.
You don't like being interviewed. You can see it's in the way that you sit and the way you are. That you don't like doing it. In other words, if you were me, what would you do now?
Well, just wrap it up.
Just sort of comes and goes, the good and the bad.
Jennifer, the film is very funny.
Thank you.
A little bit rude, but very funny. Thank you very much for your time
Thank you very much. Pleasure.
He claims that he had sex with 5,000 women. How's your back, Gene?
My back is good. My schmeckle, not so much. Where are you going?
Here, exactly.
In fact, I might just leave.
Yeah. Oh, I've never had anyone walk out before, but...
well, we are a toss-up, pal. So anyway...
Night, everybody.